every action this president has taken has weakened this country. And again, I don't know all of the ways that Joe Biden is compromised in terms of his foreign financial entanglements, but the Chinese Communist government knows, Russia knows, Iran knows, and that's why we need to get to the bottom of this. I just completely reject the Democrats' criticism of the House investigations. These are incredibly important investigations. The American public deserves to know the truth.
And that was Wisconsin Senator Ron Johnson with me yesterday on Sunday Morning Futures, defending the GOP's investigations into the Biden family business. Judicial Watch obtaining Secret Service records, which raised new questions about what exactly the agency did after Hunter Biden's girlfriend ditched his gun in a trash can. Records suggest that they protected Hunter and tried to cover up their involvement with the case. Joining me right now is Ohio Congressman, House Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan. Mr. Chairman, good to see you. Thanks very much for being here this morning.
Good to be with you, Maria. You bet.
Well, we've got more and more stories looking at federal agencies either trying to cover something up, protect the Biden family, protect Hillary Clinton. How has this happened? You held your first hearing on the weaponization of government last week. Do you have a sense of how we arrived here?
Well, there's two standards. There's one set for, us regular folks, but there's a different set if you're part of the politically connected Democrat class in Washington, D.C., and I think the country sees that clearly, whether it's the classified document issue and how President Trump was treated versus how President Biden's been treated, and on it goes to the story you were just talking about, of course, which is how the laptop was handled. So we had that witness last week. I think some of that information come out. Also, this concept that Professor Turley brought forward, which is censorship by surrogate. And we know that was taking place based on the Twitter files, the pressure from the government to do certain things on these tech companies. And then, of course, they were willing, I think, participants, they wanted to get played, as I said in the hearing, because they're all Democrats who work at these places. So we saw that brought out as well in our first hearing last week. And then I would just add, too, Maria, we've now had 2 whistleblowers come and sit for depositions. We're going to have the third this week. They're willing to come under oath, tell their story about how serious the situation is. We expect more whistleblowers to come forward and sit for these depositions. And then we also expect whistleblowers to come and testify in open hearings as we move through our investigation.
Well, these are very important investigations, and I know that the public has a sense of this double standard that you're referring to. But, Congressman, what are you going to do about it? I mean, the fact is you're getting stonewalled again, right? I mean, they're not giving you the documents that you're asking for. They're not giving you the truth in terms of why they have this double standard. And I wonder if you have a plan. Will you hold them in contempt?
Well, it depends on what evidence we get and how our investigation proceeds. But I will tell you this. That's why these whistleblowers are so important. They're coming forward. Now, remember, we've had dozens while we were in the minority. Last Congress, come talk to us. When you're in the minority, there's not a whole lot you can do. You can begin to get the information, begin to tell their story, but you can't get them to sit for a deposition. You can't do the things that you normally do in an investigation when you have the majority. We can now do those things, and we're finding them willing to come give us the information and tell us. And then you couple that with the idea that we had Tulsi Gabbard come to testify last week, former Democrat. You have the information that we're getting from the Twitter files that are helping us with this investigation. So we will just keep proceeding, keep moving, and then at the end we'll see what we have. But we are going to be focused on trying to recommend legislative changes, trying to recommend fixes. We can't put anyone in jail. We can't prosecute anyone. Only the executive branch can do that. But we can get the facts out there, and we can propose legislation, which we anticipate doing.
Well, former White House advisor Stephen Miller has another idea. He joined me on Sunday Morning Futures yesterday, and he said the more you get stonewalled, the more you need to look at appropriations and the appropriations process to hold the other side to account. Watch what he said to me yesterday, Congressman. Here.
The appropriations process is how this will be settled. Every appropriations bill becomes a public referendum on this administration's corrupt and radical policies. The DHS appropriations bill is a referendum on open borders. The education appropriations bill is a referendum on critical race theory and gender theory. HHS on COVID tyranny and also gender theory. The Department of Commerce bill is a referendum on China and most favored nation status and our soaring trade deficit. and on and on and on. That's how you beat Biden.
Congressman, does that make sense to you? Can you do that?
Yeah, it makes sense, and it made sense to the founders, the guys who put this great thing together we call America the greatest country ever. They wanted the power of the purse to reside with the body closest to the American people. That's why every spending bill, every tax bill starts in the House of Representatives, where those individuals have to go in front of the people every 2 years to hold their office. He's exactly right, and we got to make sure we use that leverage as we move through the appropriations process to stop what we have defined and what I think is actually happening, the weaponization of government.
Yeah, and now there's this new report that says that the Virginia FBI office is targeting Catholics who attend Latin Mass.
Yep.
I mean, you held the first hearing. You got into the school issues. What about that? Listen to this next soundbite, and it's what a former FBI agent said at your hearing. Watch.
It was physically taxing and emotionally jarring. But I believed I was making an impactful difference until things changed. The FBI's trajectory has transformed. On Bureau, the Bureau's mission remained the same, but its priorities and governing principles shifted dramatically. The FBI became politically weaponized, starting from the top in Washington and trickling down to the field offices.
So how did they do it? How did they weaponize it from the top, Congressman?
Yeah, these are the folks that Nicole Parker did a great job, as did Thomas Baker last week. And it's the same message we're hearing from the whistleblowers. This idea that it's now all controlled from the Washington field office and from D.C. And those people aren't the agents out there in the 50-some field offices around the country who are making the decisions now, like it was done. It's all being done from headquarters. In fact, they had a term. And if you remember back to Crossfire Hurricane and the mid-year exam when they investigated the Clintons and the Crossfire Hurricane when they were going after President Trump, it was called a headquarters special. And they're run out of D.C. by the political people, not the folks, not the good rank-and-file FBI agents who we have around the country. And that's the problem. And it's a different culture, as they both pointed out.
Yeah, it's a great point. By the way, Congressman, one thing that I tweeted last week, and I want to get your take on this, why aren't the lawmakers under oath? I mean, when I saw Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez and Jamie Raskin basically trashing your hearing, okay, saying this is a waste of time, we should be talking about abortion, we should be talking about health care, we should be talking about this, that, this is a waste of time. I thought, and then she said that the laptop was half fake. I thought to myself, why isn't she under oath? She knows the laptop is not fake. She's lying right there to put on a big show.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have you guys under oath, just the way the witnesses are under oath. How come we can't have that?
Well, that's just the tradition of the House, the way we treat when you have colleagues come in. We had Senator Grassley, Senator Johnson, and then, of course, former member Tulsi Gabbard. I will point out, our first hearing, it was bipartisan. We invited Tulsi Gabbard in to talk, and she was tremendous. On the second panel, Jonathan Turley, he's testified for Democrats and Republicans. So we tried to make this bipartisan because, frankly, it should be that way, Maria. The First Amendment is not partisan. I said this in my opening statement. The Constitution is not partisan, and it used to be the Democrats cared about protecting people's right to speak and to speak in a political fashion and not have the government come after them for doing so. That, in the end, is what this is really all about, is your right to speak out for the things you care about in this great country, and it's protecting the First Amendment.
Well, that's right. I mean, everybody wants an honest FBI. It's probably the most important federal agency, law enforcing agency that we have. We don't want it run by political hacks. We just want an honest FBI who's searching for the truth. And we're hearing nothing from the Biden administration at this extraordinary moment in time, Congressman. I got to get your take on this China situation. I mean, lawmakers are calling for maximum transparency from this administration. We had 3 unknown objects shot down over North America just this weekend. Okay, that means 4 when you count the large one that was able to hit, fit 3 buses in it. That was shot down a week Saturday ago, and we don't hear anything from Joe Biden. What's going on with all of this Chinese surveillance of America? Do you know?
Yeah, just tell us the truth. We're big boys and girls. We're Americans. We want to know what's going on in our great country. So tell us the truth. I think that's problem number one. Problem number two is sort of the bigger overarching problem is when you project weakness from the Oval Office, bad guys around the planet do bad things. And they are certainly doing that because Joe Biden projects weakness. Vast difference, I mean, huge contrast between what we had with President Trump, where he projected strength. So I think tell us what's going on. Give us the facts, lay it out there. We can handle it. We're Americans. And then stand up and show some strength out of the Oval Office for a change.
This is all extraordinary. We're going to be watching your leadership, Congressman. Thanks very much for all that you're doing, and thank you for joining me this morning.
You bet, Maria. Thank you.
All right, Judiciary Committee Chairman Jim Jordan.